I have a condition. It's called PMDD.
What is that?
Which that stands for premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So I know you've heard of PMS, which, you know, women will get around their cycle time, but this is actually a much more severe form of that, where you become suicidal around that time of month. So I've dealt with mental health for my entire life.
There she is. Woo, Taylor Tay. Ooh, thank you. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
What's up, Taylor? You
Nothing
good?
much. Thank you for having me.
All right, what's up? So you got your little workout, getting your body right for next song.
A little athleisure.
So what's up? Who is Taylor? Because we met on some very interesting. It was some interesting stuff you said about yourself, like you don't eat meat, right?
Yeah, that is correct.
Now, how long you been without eating meat?
So that's a good question.
Oh.
Not only do I not eat meat, I've never had meat before in my entire life.
Wow. And you're how old now?
I am 29 years old.
Oh, wow. No meat. Wow. I don't know how you do it, but salute to you. So how long, what turned you off from like meat? What?
So people always say that. They're like, salute, but I've never had it, so I don't know what I'm missing.
Oh.
So I don't know what fried chicken tastes like.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what
you got that Southern girl at all.
a neck bone tastes like. I know what tofu tastes like.
Wow, that's crazy. So what your parents never like presented it to you?
So that's the weirdest part of it all, is that both of my parents, so my dad's no longer with us, but he was a carnivore and my mom is a carnivore. She doesn't like vegetables at all.
Wow.
So they would try to feed me meat as a baby, you know, regular stuff, cut it up, and I would cry. Whenever they would put it in front of me, I would smell it and be like, oh, this ain't it.
Wow.
And I would just start crying. And so my parents just stopped trying to feed it to me, and I grew up never liking it.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. I never know a baby turned down seasoned chicken or seasoned meat. You are definitely is a differenter.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
So you say your dad is no longer with you. Has he passed away?
Yeah, so my dad passed away back in 2016.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, thank you. We were very close, extremely close. So that's, a big loss for me.
So were your parents together all the way up to his passing, or?
No, so they split up when I was 2, and that's why we're so close, because I lived with both of my parents equally. Usually when parents divorce, you'll stay with one more than the other, but no, for me it was like 1 week with my mom, 1 week with my dad. So I would bring my suitcase to school on Fridays and switch houses.
Oh,
and different parents.
So they co-parent.
Exactly. And they had a great co-parenting relationship. So me and my dad were always close. He was a Morehouse man. So he would always take me to all he still loved his alma mater. So I would go to all the homecoming games with him. His fraternity stuff. Like, my dad was a big party animal.
Oh, wow.
So he brought me with him wherever he would go.
So are you a party animal?
Oh, no, I'm the opposite.
Oh, I hear that. So if you don't mind me asking, how did he pass away?
So he passed away in a car accident, and unfortunately, he had been drinking.
Okay.
And so drinking while driving, and it was really tough because my dad was so dynamic. He was a scholar. He always had a great job. He worked for Microsoft corporate, Nike corporate. He was the best of both worlds. Like,
right.
Had fun, but also was a scholar and was really just had a lot of accolades. And so I think we all have family demons, right? That we're trying to battle, and alcoholism was definitely one of them. For that side of my family. And my dad would go months with sobriety and being fine and being healthy. And then maybe something bad might happen where, in this case, it was my grandfather, his father, who had gotten sick. And I think that was too much. It was between that and my dad working at Nike at the time and being one of the few Black men in that position where it was just a lot of pressure. And that led him, you know, unfortunately, to drink. And so one day he was drinking and driving. And the crazy thing about it is this happened on a Thursday. I FaceTimed him on a Tuesday because he lived out in Portland. And I was like, hey, Dad, you know, what's up? Why are you not at work? And he's like, you know, I'm just not feeling up to it. So I knew something was wrong. And then he told me, hey, here's where my will is, just so that you know. And he said this to me 2 days before he passed away. So that was a blow to me because I carry some guilt from that of like, you know, he basically was telling me, you know, this is the point that I'm at. And I feel like I could have done more. So we're getting deep already, but
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know that's a tough one.
Yeah.
I know that's a tough one. So your mom is here in Georgia?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you and your mom got a pretty close relationship?
Yeah. We live 5 minutes away from each other.
Oh, wow.
So.
How's that? Hey, Mom, can I borrow some sugar?
Yeah, exactly. It's more like, hey, Taylor, can you come over and help me screw this light bulb in?
Make sure you get the dog out. Make sure you take the trash out. Okay,
exactly.
That's good. So, you know, a podcast is based on mental health. Yeah. What is your take on mental health?
So that's huge. It's definitely relevant to my life. I think when I was going through losing my dad, I went through a dark period for years. Also, I have a condition. It's called PMDD.
What is that?
Which that stands for premenstrual dysphoric disorder. So I know you've heard of PMS, which, you know, women will get around their cycle time, but this is actually a much more severe form of that, where you become suicidal around that time of month. So I've dealt with mental health for my entire life.
Wow. And what is it called again?
PMDD.
PMDD.
Premenstrual dysphoric disorder.
Wow. So around that time when your menstrual come on, you get emotional. You have flashbacks. Yeah, and it's not just regular, you know, like PMS. It's actually like the way that you process information is different than you would. So let's say I'm at work and I make a mistake. That's normal, right? Like everyone makes mistakes. It's fine. You just keep it pushing with your day. I'll process that in that time as like, oh, I made a mistake. I don't deserve to live. It's like, where do you make that jump? Why do you go from there to there? And I can't explain it because right now, I'm not in that place. So that is illogical to me. But when I'm going through that, that's where my mind goes. So I've gone to therapy for it, taken medication for it. You still take medication and go to therapy?
I do.
Okay. Therapy's helping you?
Sometimes it feels like more work, you know. I'm someone who works a lot. I just graduated from my MBA program.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your master's in?
Business.
Oh, business. Okay.
Yeah.
Business woman. Okay, on the rise.
Yes, exactly.
You're in the right state too.
Exactly. Thank you. So that between that and work, sometimes it can be a lot. So when you have a therapist assigning assignments and homework, you're like, hey, I came to you saying I'm stressed. But it is helpful. They're helpful assignments. So
that's pretty good. That's interesting. You go through that, but obviously you handle it well. That goes to show like you never know. When I tell people, be mindful how you treat people because everyone has a story, and it's interesting to know that your story is so like I never knew that. Like you just unleash so much in so little time. I'm like, Whoa, wow. You know, I was getting hit with every, but that's interesting. And that's good to know you handled that. Your father, what you say, PMDD, you're handling that pretty well. You know, you got all this stuff and you're coping with it. And that goes to show when life throws stuff at you, only the strong survive. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that goes back, even with me, with my hand, when I got shot, you know, only the strong survive. I got to deal with this. You got a lot of folks who will go like AWOL.
Yeah.
Because I definitely could have went AWOL. This is like an AWOL type of incident.
Yeah.
Like, this is my basketball hand. I love, everybody know I love basketball. I ain't no Steph Curry. I ain't no Michael Jordan. But I love the game of basketball.
Yeah.
And the fact that I can't play it like that no more, it's like it does something to me. You said the only thing I gotta do is watch folks.
Yeah.
I can't even actually dribble it. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that on that. Moving on, while we're on the topic of mental health, how do mental health play a part in relationships?
Ooh, that's a great question. I would say when I was younger, it was really a challenge because I didn't have the language to put to it. I didn't know I had PMDD. I didn't know, that I was suffering from depression or anxiety. I just knew, and this was probably like late high school, throughout college, where I was just so down, and I didn't know what it was. And when you don't know the cause of something, you don't have the solution, and you're just operating, trying to do the best that you can. Mm-hmm. But sometimes that's not enough. So when I would date people, I would just kind of go into my own little burrow, and maybe they wouldn't hear from me for a few days.
What's wrong?
What's going on?
What I do?
Yeah, and this is, don't want to get my age, but before ghosting was a big thing, I would ghost, and it wasn't because I didn't like them, but it was like, I didn't know how to handle what was going on with me, and I didn't want to put that onto someone else. And then times where I did put that onto someone else, I could see I'm hurting them. So this is not healthy for either one of us. Now that I'm older, now that I have language to put to it, and I've done the work to take care of myself, I'm able to have healthy, happy, fruitful relationships. I'm engaged right now.
Oh, congratulations. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. When did you get engaged?
I think it was like 2 weekends ago. It feels like the days are running together.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
So going back to when you said you make sure you don't want to be in somebody's way when you're going through something. I always say hurt people, and I don't feel like a unhealed person can be with a healed person. That would be a somewhat toxic relationship.
Yeah, it's parasitic. You're taking, but what are you pouring into the other person? And that person is going to feel drained. Absolutely.
And if you're at the point where you're at your lowest and somebody's at their peak, it's like, yes, they got a lot to give, but it's never going to be enough for you if you're not fully cope with what you're going through. That's past, present, and future. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm a firm believer of getting yourself together, before you get into any relationship, because it is not what's up when you have to carry people on your back.
Yeah, and it's not fair to either party involved, to the person who needs healing or to the person who's doing well, for you to drag them down.
Right.
So I totally understand that, and I've been there.
Oh, you've been there. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And you bringing up, what happened to you, I feel like I immediately felt connected to you, because you can recognize that struggle in other people who been through something. So I was like, I know we'll be friends.
Right.
And I met you, and you were just so vulnerable to open up about what happened to you, that I could tell that you've been hurt, but you've done the work too. So I was like, yeah, we can relate.
Yeah, I definitely try to do the work and more work to it.
Yeah.
So going back, moving on, not going back.
Yeah.
Moving on to forgiveness. Why is it hard for people to forgive?
I think, I don't know, but I would have to say that I think it's that they feel unresolved in what happened. In what happened, there's no closure, right? So if you don't understand why something happened, how can you forgive? That's the way that our minds work, is we want to wrap everything up in a pretty little box, and sometimes life isn't that way. Sometimes life doesn't always give you the answers that you're seeking, and so you just feel unresolved internally, and it makes it difficult to forgive someone.
I'm actually okay.
Yeah.
I'm actually okay. Like if like I forgave, like when I said in my podcast when it was just me, I actually said I forgive the person who shot me. And I don't know how they look. I don't know if they're man. I don't know if they're tall, short, but I forgive them. And if they were to come today, I forgive them, like in their face, like I forgive you.
Wow.
I don't know, but when I say I forgive you, it took a minute to get to that. You see what I'm saying? Because at first, this condition will make you want to hurt someone because you affected me physically. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm literally physically messed up. Now.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that'll make you want to lash out to the person and make you even more enraged because you want to know why.
Yeah.
Like, what did I do to you for you to just shoot me the way you shot me?
Yeah.
It wasn't that you shot me. Okay, you shot at me, but it's the way you shot me. You shot me execution style. Mm-hmm. Like your car right next to mine, you shot directly into my driver window. Execution style. Like, end me. Like, that's what you did. Tried to end me.
Yeah. And
if it wasn't for me putting my arm, it would have been a straight shot to the head.
Yeah.
Straight shot to the head. And as I think that, all I gotta do is just smirk, laugh, and be like, I'm still standing, I'm still here.
Yeah.
There's a job to be done. You know what I mean? Hey, accept what is. How that saying go? Accept what was, accept what is. One of them.
Yeah, yeah.
One of them. But yeah, I'm okay though. I'm okay for the most part. For the most part, I'm okay.
And that's incredible because that didn't happen to you that long ago. So right. For you to be
August 19th, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. Yeah. Like, so for you to be in this place now of forgiveness just speaks volumes of your character and the work that you've done, because I can't say that I would be in that place. And I don't think that.
Yeah, a lot of people would have went crazy.
Yeah.
Because I almost did.
Yeah. No, I definitely understand that. So how do you think that you got to that place? I'm interested.
How do I think I got to that place? That's a good question. So, like I told someone, I said, in the hospital, so when you're in a traumatic situation like that, the hospital bring a psychiatrist in the room and a little priest man. Mm-hmm. So when they came in the room, they was just talking to me and making sure I was okay, making sure I was sane, making sure all that. And they put in the notes that I don't suffer from PTSD, and I have a very positive way of thinking.
Wow.
That's what they put in there. But here's the flip side. I was scared that I was so positive to when I left the hospital, I would go complete AWOL and break down. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm conditioned and I'm so positive, and I don't identify problems. I try to resolve everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I try to be like, oh, it's bigger. It's a bigger picture. Like this too shall pass.
Yeah.
And, it somewhat will make me think, am I faking it? Like, I'm okay, but am I okay for real?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Am I I'm hurt, but why am I not like broken down? Like society will literally make you be like, you supposed to be like mad as hell.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm not. You know, I don't know. I guess if a social worker or somebody was to really look me in my eyes and read me like, you need to cry, let it out, let it out. I'm like,
yeah, you let it out.
I'm like, let it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most, I think it's I'm conditioned to think positive. I conditioned my mind for so long to be like, it's okay. Just cope with what it is, and like if someone else, the advice I give to someone else, I give to myself 10 times harder. Mm-hmm. Like if you were in this, me, you was in, I'm like, it's okay, man. You know, just overlook that. Look at it, you still here. Share your story. So many people want to hear your story. You know what I'm saying? Because I could have lost my whole arm. I would have really went AWOL then. Mm-hmm. If I would have woke up and this whole left hand would have been gone. Oh, yeah. I probably would have really went AWOL.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's a whole different form of a movement. You gotta really need help then. But yeah, for the most part, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, and that's a great perspective to have. Like, of course, things could always be worse, but I think that at the same time, you know, you have to allow yourself to grieve, you know, so that it's not staying with you. I know you're supposed to be asking the question.
Oh,
too.
no,
I'm interested. You know, do you feel like you had the right, you know, to be sad or to grieve or to express yourself? I feel like a lot of times Black men are conditioned, you know, to not express themselves. So do you feel that pressure to maintain this facade of I'm okay even when in here you're not? Yeah. So that is something that I dealt with. Yeah. I won't say I'm dealing with it now, but you know, the traditional look at it this way, you're still here. Yeah. But you don't know what I go through on the back end. Right. I can't put on a belt. I can't tie my shoe. Yeah. I can't I gotta recondition my whole 32, I got shot when I was 31. I'm 32 now. Mm-hmm. So all that time, my whole life, I'm fully functioned. And then all of a sudden I get shot. I'm 32. Now I have to make major adjustments. You see what I'm saying? Ask for help. Mm-hmm. If anybody know me, I'm the one who give the help. Now I have to receive the help. It'll play on the mental. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't pick up anything. I can't, you know, just to say a few of things, and I can't do a lot of things. But it's like it'll weigh on your mental. I scream in my car. If I drop something in my car, it is a whole War II in that thing. Yeah. It is. You should, man. I be dropped when I get my change. If I was to go to drive-thru and I get my change, I literally tried to play my injury off and went like this and ended up dropping all the change on the floor. Oh. The change went from my hand on the floor, and the person from the restaurant was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and ran out. But they ain't know I had an injury. They just thought they just dropped it out my hand. Yeah. But I ain't let them know. Yeah. I ain't let them know. But it that was the beginning stage, hiding this, and I still try to hide it. Yeah. Because I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but it's like, shoot, like now everybody gonna be looking at me. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's called embarrassment, but you know, it's I don't want to be that attention or you know, that guy need help, and then now everybody in line attention on me. Yeah, I understand that. I will say that it's not obvious at all. If you remember when we first met, I remember you were telling me about it, and I thought you were just like messing with me, right? You know, and I tried to pry it open. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing. Are you serious? You got shot for real? Like, yeah. But then you will see me doing something like, what's wrong with him? Yeah, exactly.
So that's good. So what's next for you?
As far as what? As far as
Life.
school stuff, life
You
stuff.
about to get married, kids,
Yeah.
is kids in the plan?
Yeah, definitely.
Don't you do them kids that you better feed them kids.
I'll let them make their choice. I don't know how to cook meat, but if they can find it somewhere, hey, have at it.
I hear that.
But just graduated, so just want to really leverage my degree to continue to grow my career path. Met a wonderful man. We're planning to get married in August, so marriage is on the horizon. Just spiritual growth, always working on myself, even if I'm with someone, I still always have to work on me.
Right.
So that's my focus.
And you're not on social media, right?
I am not on social media.
Wow.
Okay.
So I don't know how the people gonna find you.
You can find me on LinkedIn.
Oh.
I have that social media.
Professional?
Yeah, professional.
LinkedIn, okay. LinkedIn, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What's your LinkedIn?
It is, I think it's just Taylor-Avery.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And do you offer any assistance to people, or like what you specialize in? Do you do anything? Because you got a master's degree in business.
Yeah.
So you have your own business you got going on?
I am not an entrepreneur, which my mom is really upset about. She's like, why do you have a business degree and you don't want to start your own business? But for right now, at least, I'm a project manager.
Okay.
I work for a marketing agency. So I'm really task oriented.
Okay.
I manage budgets, resources, timelines, everything.
So if people want their budgets, timelines, everything, they need to come see Tay.
Yes,
Straight
exactly.
Well, Taylor, I just want to thank you for coming on. I genuinely appreciate this sit down we conversed about some amazing topics. Yeah. I got to know you a little more. You got to know me a little more. And I just want to appreciate you for coming on. I genuinely want to thank you. You have an amazing story, and I wish you nothing but the best. And I know you're getting married now, so shout out to Mr. What's his name?
Emmanuel.
Shout out to you, man. You got a good one, boy. But no, thank you for coming on. And I want to leave everybody with this. In order to solve the problem, you must first identify the root of your problem. This your boy Jay, and I'm signing out. Love.